Alright guys, how's it going here? Just finished watching Over the Limit 2012. And overall, the pay-per-view wasn't too bad of a show. It was actually a little bit better than I thought it was. There were a couple of things I wasn't a huge fan of. In the ending, I think a lot of people can agree with me. It was kind of predictable. However, it was still a good, solid show. So actually, there obviously was a pre-show match between Kane versus Zack Ryder. Woo woo woo. That's right. You come from having to push Zack Ryder to all of a sudden having a pre-show match for Kane. And Kane, he came from shocking everybody and main eventing with John Cena to losing to John Cena to losing to Randy Orton after WrestleMania, and then you're in a pre-show match. Interesting. So, Kane versus Zack Ryder, not much to say. Pretty good, okay match. Kane ends up the victory after the choke slam. And then something interesting happens. You have a little backstage, and this is all in the pre-show too. This is not before even the show starts. Yeah, this show was crazy. You had Eve, the big booty bitch, start talking to both Cody Rhodes and Santino Marella, and saying that there's going to be a People Power Battle Royal, and the winner of the Battle Royal has a choice to either face Cody Rhodes later that night for the IC Championship, or face Santino for the United States Championship. So then we have the Battle Royal. You have guys such as DTG, William Regal surprisingly was in there, The Miz, the Usos were in there, Drew McIntyre. A lot of the mid card slash, I guess you could say, jobbers were in there. And then you even have surprisingly Christian in there. I was like, wow, Christian's back. But would he win? And it actually did turn out Christian did win the Battle Royal. He eliminated Miz to, it looked like Anna too at first that he was gonna challenge the United States Championship against Santino Marella. But then I guess, Christian's now a face, and he later down the night, he said, you know what, I'm going to challenge Cody Rhodes for the IC Championship. So, and I kind of knew in the back of my mind, Cody Rhodes, Christian, not a bad match that would be. So anyway, the show started off with the Tag Team Championships were on the line. Kofi Kingston, R-Truth defending against Zigzag, I guess you could still call him that. Or Zig, whatever you want to freaking call him. Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. Pretty good tag team match. Not a bad match to start off the night. Kofi Kingston and R-Truth win with the Trouble in Paradise from Kofi to Swagger. Still a pretty good, enjoyable match. Possibly, you don't know what you do with Kofi Kingston and R-Truth. You have them against Epico and Primo to get the rematch. Or, they might be pushing maybe Titus Young or Titus O'Neil, but then again, you just had Kofi Kingston and R-Truth beat him on SmackDown, so it'd be like, okay, So then after that we have the we have the Divas match, Divas Championship match between Layla versus Beth Phoenix, and this was actually this might be actually the best Divas match this year. At least for the Divas Championship this year, because it's been a pretty good match, and I knew in the back of my mind it would be good. To me, I think Layla's not that bad. I think she's okay. She's one of the decent ones that are left in WWE. We all know how Beth Phoenix can do. By the way, they both looked hot tonight. But anyway, Layla reversed the Glam Slam and picked up the victory and retained the Divas Championship. Again, kind of predictable. Layla, she just came back, won the Divas Championship. But honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing another match between these two. It kind of reminded me of this match was kind of reminded me of the match between Beth and Kelly. You remember at SummerSlam and Night of Champions? It's kind of that. They were kind of both good women's match, so no complaints there. Then we also had the Fatal 4-Way World Heavyweight Championship match between Sheamus, Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, and Alberto Del Rio. And this was a really good Fatal 4-Way match. Probably one of the best Fatal 4-Way matches I've seen in a while. So it was an enjoyable match altogether. All these guys had their spots at one point. It looked like Del Rio at times might have won with the arm bar. Then you had Chris Jericho hit the code breaker both on Sheamus and I believe he also hit it on Randy Orton too. And then Orton, of course, he has to put his own RKOs in there. And then I don't know what this finishing Sheamus won with. Something white point or point white, whatever the hell freaking Michael Cole was saying. Like, my God. By the way, tonight, why the hell did the freaking Jerry the King Lawler was so off tonight? Like, seriously. At one point during the whole tag team match, the tag team titles, he called Kofi Kingston Cody Kingston. Where the hell do you get Cody Kingston from? I don't know. I really don't, but whatever. Yeah. But anyway, Sheamus wins the World Heavyweight Championship and keeps the title. Not too bad. I can see maybe a Sheamus. I want to say Sheamus versus Randy Orton, but we've all seen face versus face where that turns out. The only way I want to see Sheamus versus Orton is if Orton turned heel, which I don't think will happen. So probably gonna get Sheamus versus El Del Rio and Jericho. You know, probably going to continue his little Fozzy tour there. But overall, good match. Then we had the Intercontinental Championship match between Christian versus Cody Rhodes. And this was kind of a short match, not too short, but it was an alright match, not too bad. It was enjoyable. And surprisingly to me, Christian actually won. That's right, Christian hits a kill switch on Cody Rhodes, becomes a new IC champion. And it just was like, okay, this is what the first time Christian's been an IC champion since what? 2000 and... what year was it? I want to say it was 2003. I could be wrong though. But you know, let's go to see Christian with gold again. You know, he's a face. You know, and it opens the odds. You know, maybe you could have Cody Rhodes push him in the main event against a guy like Sheamus, or you could have Christian face also. I don't know, one of the mid card heels. I don't know who would you put him against, like Drew McIntyre. I have no idea who you'd have him against. But you know, it could be interesting. And then you have The Miz come out there. You have The Miz cutting on the mic saying, "Oh, you saw me in the whole Battle Royal, and now you get to see me twice." And then he starts dancing. He tries to dance like freaking Michael Jackson. Like, seriously. You guys know me. I'm a huge Miz fan. But what the hell? Like, good God. What was this? Then you had Brodus Clay come out there. Then the match lasted about, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. And then Brodus Clay wins. Obviously filler. You know, and it's just like, okay, WWE, what are you doing with The Miz? It's like, now Miz is turning like Teddy DiBiase like last year. It's like, ooh. And then you put, of course, and then you have, this was like a night of freaking botches, alright? Then you had freaking Lillian Garcia, right? I'm sorry if I'm going out of order here. You know, you have Camacho with Hunico, alright? And she freaking said that that Ryback was facing Hunico. Even though she was facing Camacho. Even Michael Cole corrected her. Yeesh. And then you even had the crowd starting chanting, and I quote, "Goldberg. Goldberg." And then you have people on Twitter saying, "Oh, it's RVD and Goldberg's long lost son." Yeah, no kidding. So Ryback won. He's still undefeated along with Brodus Clay. Yeah. And then I was thinking, what are we gonna have? Like Lloyd Tensai? Surprisingly, we not have Lloyd Tensai tonight. I was like, wow, really? You put him on Superstars, but you don't put him on the pay-per-view. Anyway, so then you have the match that, to me, was by far match of the night. And I know people are gonna go crazy about this match. And they're gonna say, "Oh, this was a great match." I thought it was good. You know, that was okay, pretty good. You know, I want to say overall great, but I'd say one of the best matches of the year. Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship. Great overall match. And it was pretty funny, too, because when CM Punk was getting interviewed by Josh Matthews, first of all, he started saying, "Oh, well, you know, you asked me a few years ago if CM Punk and Daniel Bryan would be main eventing. Technically it wasn't main eventing, but you get the point. You know, at WWE once of Vince McMahon's pay-per-views, he'd be saying, 'Who the hell is Daniel Bryan?'" I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, for once I was laughing with freaking CM Punk, not at him. But anywho, it was a good match. You know, you could tell these guys obviously had chemistry in ROH. There's no doubt about it. And these guys faced each other before, and on Raw, and I believe on SmackDown too. So, you know, it was just a good overall match. You know, Daniel Bryan, you know, had the label lock a few times. Punk looked like he was about to hit the GTS, but, you know, Daniel Bryan kept reversing it. You know, and I was like, okay, is AJ going to come out or something? No AJ. You know, she did look cute earlier. And then you had, quote-unquote, a controversial call. You had CM Punk, you had Daniel Bryan hitting the yes lock. Yes. And then all of a sudden, CM Punk reverses it to a roll-up. And then it's 1, 2, 3, and then CM Punk taps out after the 3 count. So everyone's like, "Oh, Daniel Bryan made him tap out," but it was after CM Punk rolled him up. So should that count? You know, whatever. And you know, obviously these guys are probably gonna have a rematch in No Way Out. But again, a very good, entertaining match. So props to both these guys. And then last but not least, the main event. Yeah, it's a lot of matches. What, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 matches I'm talking about. Holy crap. John Laurinaitis versus John Cena. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, when the hell did they announce this being no disqualification? I don't remember them saying there was no disqualification. I remember it was, oh, no one can interfere because they'll be fired. Oh, well, Johnny Ace loses. He loses his job. He's terminated. Blah, blah. Where the hell did the no disqualification come from? Like, the hell? But I can't say I'm too surprised, though. So then you have, this match. Johnny Ace versus John Cena. And it was just like, and I know it was supposed to be comedy. It was supposed to be funny, at least the beginning of it. But oh my god, this match was like, it never freaking ended. Like, John Cena's like, oh, John Laurinaitis, I'm gonna put you in the STF. If you last for over 10 seconds, I'll break it off. And since it's people power, let the people count those 10 seconds. And then he did it. And then he did it again. And then he went on the Spanish announce table, whatever commentary, like, oh, well, I'm gonna be Booker T. Oh man, John Laurinaitis wins. He's gonna be on my fave 5, man. And then like John Laurinaitis kept on trying to escape and whatnot. And then to the point that John Cena puts trash over John Laurinaitis' head, dumps a bottle of water on him. And then John Laurinaitis finally escapes, and then the Big Show comes, and yeah, you know where this is gonna go after this. All of a sudden, Big Show has John Laurinaitis' hand, looks like he's gonna chokeslam him, throws him to Cena. Cena's about to hit the AA on him, and then Big Show hits the weapons of mass destruction on top of John Cena and knocks him out cold. Then you have Johnny Ace pin him 1, 2, 3, and that's the end. That's the end of the pay-per-view. I am not joking. But again, who the hell predicted that? Oh yeah, everybody. But I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna be like, oh, fuck you, WWE. This was a good show, and you fucking ruined it by fucking killing the ending. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I'm not gonna do that. Just chill. Overall, that was a good show. Not too bad. To me, honest, the best over the one that there's ever been, because the other two are, I'm sorry, snooze fest. Especially last year, I Quit match. Oh my god. But anyway. Alright, so what do you guys think about the pay-per-view over the limit? What do you think was good? Was it bad? Comment down below, subscribe if you haven't. And also, last but not least, do video responses if you want. Those are always fun to watch. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later, and peace.